Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
City are trying to hijack Declan Rice. I'm not here for it. I'm actually not happy about it.
I don't think it's happening now, is it?
No.
He's going to Arsenal. Come on.
Although he went heavy odds on to City the other day. He was like 8 to 13.
Surely that's money lost, though, it's not?
Well, no, the bookies thought he was obviously going to... He was 3 to... He went 4 to 1, then 3 to 1. Then they slashed him to 8 to 13, which they don't usually get it wrong. But it's flipped again now.
Well, the biggest problem is geographically, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I saw you tweet about this and you're so right. People don't... I think football fans don't realise it's like a job and they have a life outside of the pitch.
He's a proper homeboy, and he
doesn't want to leave.
It's a big move up to Manchester, really.
Mate, he still lives in Kingston and drives.
Exactly, that's one of the biggest pulls, right?
Yeah.
Where he doesn't want to move.
That and also Arteta, obviously.
Yeah, and the project.
Who wouldn't want to work under the best manager
Don't.
Pep Guardiola in the league?
Okay, good.
What? No.
Even then.
He's not.
Second, he's one of the top managers in the league at the moment. There's no denying, and he's definitely a big pull because he's attracting big players who want to sign for Arsenal and want to be part of the project.
It's nothing to do with the fact you're Arsenal and you offer loads of money and
no, there's definitely
it's London.
Come on, there's definitely more to it that right now
than previous.
Now there is.
Previous year. Do you know what I mean?
You're definitely more attractive because you've been successful.
Still a huge club.
Yeah, Arsenal itself is a big pull.
Yeah, I know,
but I think like Odegaard is quite clear that he says like Arteta was one of the main reasons why he came to Arsenal. So.
And Odegaard is now Arsenal's captain, and what a turnaround he's had at the club. But yeah, going back to Declan Rice, Arsenal had 2 bids rejected.
Yes.
How much do you think we need to offer?
We just have to pay the amount of West
Ham it's just around 100 mil, just pay that, and it's just more money up front rather than in clauses. Eventually we'll get there.
I think, I think Arsenal think West Ham are negotiating, but they aren't.
Yeah. It was like we offered 75 and 50, and they go, "Nah, we want 90." We go 78, 90 million. Come on,
But I think both clubs are doing the right thing. Where West Ham are sticking, and they know Man City are just going to flirt some interest, drive up the price, and Arsenal, if they're the only ones really interested and almost have like the verbal agreement with Declan and his people. Yeah. Then why not try and skim off a few mil? So it's like no one's wrong. It's just that
Bayern Munich were in the hunt for a little bit, weren't they?
I don't think that was ever an option.
Yeah, but they're always they're a club for everyone.
Can I ask this question? Why is like not every club in the world is like after Declan Rice? Or is it they actually know he will only want to go to Arsenal?
They might want him, but realistically, he doesn't want to leave London, does he? It's anyway.
It's the same sort of...
But if Real Madrid came and said...
I
know, but for example, or Barcelona,
possibly.
I think that could be...
But
even then, they got like... Well, are you saying why is not every club in for Declan because you think he's like the best young defensive mid or centre mid prospect in the world?
I think he's the real deal.
Yeah,
he is the real deal, but that doesn't necessarily mean every club needs to be.
A majority of clubs are eliminated by the amount that he costs.
For example, Real Madrid, like why would they be in for him? Because they've just got Jude and they've got Camavinga and Tchouaméni.
With Yeovil Town. And then you start looking at all the Premier League players, they go, right, well, never going to happen. All right, sorry, mate.
But there are a lot of clubs in world football that can afford him. Don't get me
I don't think there is.
No, not really.
Not many clubs are that liquid, mate.
100 mil with 200 plus grand a week. That's a lot of money.
For one player.
Liverpool couldn't afford that, and they're one of the biggest clubs in the world, in the Prem. Outside of probably City, Newcastle, Bayern at a push, and probably Madrid.
Yeah.
And Arsenal.
Barcelona,
But objectively on face value, you are correct.
Yeah, like I am surprised that there is not more of a bidding war for someone like Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Because I think nowadays you don't get these bidding wars because you know if a player's interested or wants to come. These public bidding wars are just, it's cat and mouse. It's when deals are like nailed on or whatever, it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think we're quite lucky that Chelsea had a crap season.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
And screwed up with money because, like, say this was 2 years ago, I think they would 100% get it.
I think that he wanted to as well to prove it.
Yeah,
back to
be with Mason. I think he's a Chelsea boy. So we're quite lucky. I think we've timed it quite well.
I hope he does go Arsenal though. I think it'll be better for the league.
Yeah, I think it'll be. Oh my god, it'll be brilliant.
We need to strengthen,
especially with Arsenal missing out on Caicedo. It looks like as well.
United look like they're going back. He's
He's
perfect for United though. That's exactly what they need.
annoyingly, yeah.
Yeah, he can be back up to Casemiro and also fit in the role they're missing behind Bruno.
I've been so impressed by whenever I've watched him play. I'm like, I wish he played for
He's brilliant, isn't
so
he?
good.
He's only 21 years old as well. He's a very versatile midfielder. Do you think he would have a better career if he went to United or Chelsea?
Oh, tough question.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I'd go Arsenal.
no, that's not the choice.
United. Just looking at you.
Chelsea United.
So Sol Campbell, that is. I'm going to go France. I'll go United. I think
United.
at the minute Chelsea is still a bit of a mess,
Yeah.
I'd definitely not go Spurs.
and I do think United are slowly doing that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, now, yeah.
You also don't
They're
know
more
what
of a banker.
Chelsea are going to be like either. Obviously,
thing.
they've got Poch in and there's a certain style of play that he employs, but you don't actually know how the players are going to play in that system.
They're offloading a hell of a ton of players at the moment, which we obviously thought they would do. But did you think they do it this quickly and this many?
They
are going like flies.
They've done it well.
To be fair, it's good business.
Yeah,
a lot of them. They've recouped a lot of the money lost on those.
Yeah, we'll discuss that in a second because Mason Mount looks like he might be on United.
Well,
Do you think United get Mount?
Apparently they've pulled out.
Yeah, I don't think
really?
Because Chelsea want the extra $5 million they're holding out, and United won't pay the extra $5 million.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And now United looks like they're going to go for Caicedo, which I think is a better option anyway.
Yeah.
So what,
I think
Mount's
it'll be a
going to stay at
blessing
Chelsea?
But I don't understand. I don't understand that though, because that's a completely different profile. Why are they doing that?
Mount to Caicedo.
Yeah.
I think Caicedo offers more.
No, I think Caicedo's a better player, but
More
if
of what they need.
they've been in the market for Mount for so long, and then they've gone, all right, we'll pivot to someone that's completely different, but kind of offers a bit more.
I get what you mean, but I think Mount is.
He can fill in for Eriksen, who's obviously on his way out.
No, Mount would come and play in the Eriksen role.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But Caicedo could also do that, but then also be cover for when Casemiro misses 15 games.
The depth they need, especially in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I just wonder why that Mount transfer.
I don't like the idea of Mount at United. I don't think he fits that well.
It doesn't look right.
No.
I can't picture it, and it doesn't.
He's a Chelsea boy, isn't he, through and through?
Yeah, but even then, like I could see him in an Arsenal shirt, for example. But I can't. But he will never come to Arsenal. I don't think he.
I just think he's
Well, if we get Declan.
I think if you.
Yeah, no, but because the Chelsea Arsenal rivalry
yeah.
is too much for him. I think.
I think if they'd lost Bruno, then Mount would make sense. But I feel like he's too similar to Bruno.
Yeah.
Style, I don't know.
And Bruno's elite. So.
Yeah.
But don't you not have the problem that because there's so much of an issue around the takeover, they're really struggling to actually have a foothold in the market of buying players? Or at least that's what I've read.
What, United?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I guess a lot of clubs will be
are
like,
just like, well, what's going on with your club? Are you getting bought? Like the Glazers still
It's
own
still
you?
United though, isn't it? Like,
but is it what? This might sound like a dumb question. Just hear me out.
We don't do that on the show.
No,
me
it
out.
actually might sound stupid because
That wouldn't be like you.
okay, so say
this is going to be the dumbest question.
say the Glazers go, we're buying Mason Mount. I know it's Manchester United, but it's the Glazers' money essentially, right? They go, we're buying Mason Mount. They purchase Mason Mount, but obviously, they'll probably pay him off over a number of years. And then they sell the club, new owners come in. Have they got to fund Mason Mount, or is it just the club's bank account?
Well, it's
It'd be the United bank account, wouldn't it?
That's such an L for the new owners, though, if they didn't want Mason Mount.
not though because it's only like
Do you see what I'm saying? Am I making like a...
it's just an asset that they're
Yeah.
taking over. That's all it is.
And then the new owners, if they ever wanted to sell Mason Mount,
It's theirs to them.
Yeah, it's their money.
So if you buy a business and it's got 10 vans, you
Yeah.
can't buy the business and go, well, I didn't want those vans that you'd already paid for.
but you could also sell those vans once you get the business.
But having potential new owners, is that a predicament for a player, or do you think a player doesn't look at
I
it
don't
like that?
think-
Not necessarily. Not
don't
as
think
much as a
Too
manager.
high up for them.
I
managers
think we focus too much on shit like that.
Yeah.
The players don't really care.
Yeah.
The owners should have no impact on the players at all. None.
It's like the CEO of Pitchside, for example, coming in and going, Theo, I fucking hate you. See you later. No, that's not going to happen. Well, it might happen.
How am I supposed to say that to myself?
Sack himself.
It's the mirror
really
meme
not
where it's
having
like, go in there and make it about you.
What do you mean by that?
Before we touch back on Chelsea, Tom, because I know you got a bit of words to say about that after you had a little bit of Twitter beef with someone.
Do I?
Yeah, you went...
Even though it's gone over my head. What are you talking
Oh, you
about?
didn't see this last week?
I had Twitter beef.
I'll touch on it in a second, mate. I'll let you sweat for a minute, shall we?
I don't even remember, so...
The big
Gotta be
Ilkay
careful.
Gundogan on a free to Barca.
Gundogan.
Great. Really good signing.
How happy he is with that.
He's read
That's
that
an
about 50 times.
unbelievable signing
It's
by
great.
Barcelona.
Really good.
Yeah.
I wanted him as well at Arsenal.
There was rumours. There was
Personally.
There was
in my room.
You know, there were
he's just so
rumours.
good. He's
There
so
were rumours
clutch,
he was
man.
going, but I think Pep would be like, not this time, boys. I've learnt my lesson.
No,
Yeah.
I think he would still do it. Because
Well,
Pep's he knows, man.
Yeah.
Pep just
He
knows.
doesn't
Like this
care,
is the
does
last. The last season was the last season anyone could doubt him. You can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So he just knows. Doesn't matter what you think of football, how much you know. You don't know as much as Pep. So there's no point in.
It'd be interesting to see who the replacement is.
Yeah.
And if Silva
That's why it was
goes-
worrying with the Rice thing. Because it was like,
Well, yeah, because
just
they missed
lost
out on
an eight,
Jude.
yeah.
Because I think what I was reading the other day was they were the two main targets. I want to know who 3 is. Might be Caicedo. Wouldn't surprise me.
But I just feel like they don't even, because they have 2 squads, they don't actually need to replace.
Nah, they
Gundo.
do.
Really.
Calvin
Yeah.
Phillips has publicly come out and said he's here to stay and fight for his place. Could
Yeah.
it be Calvin Phillips?
He's not on the level, man. I love Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, me too. But
I think he.
I just
he's
hope
not at that Rodri level, basically. Like
Gundogan's like
Rodri's,
one of the best midfielders in the world.
It now helps that Stones has transitioned into a player that can fill that role, which
But
sounds
Goodwin had
crazy,
more
but it is true.
attackingness to his game than
You don't think John Stones is attacking enough?
not like Gundogan.
Nah,
though.
no. You wouldn't get forward and score goals, would he?
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet against it next
No, I
season.
mean,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
So-
go against it.
he's
But it's
so
not.
good.
It's not Gundogan doing like both scoring.
No, no,
He
no, of course,
hasn't
of course.
shown he can do that
Yeah.
yet.
He's not
I
seen
am
the
not-
volley against Leicester.
Okay,
He
yeah.
might be like
he can't,
City's
he
like
can't.
top.
We're talking about
goal scorer.
light runs into the box.
Yeah, of course.
Second
You
man
see the
runs.
goals that Gundo scored over the last like 3
Yeah,
months.
Yeah.
You can't say John Stones could definitely do. We don't know. He could.
He could.
because he's the
Imagine
one
I said that. Oh my god.
No, what? You don't think there's potential for John Stones to?
I'd highly doubt that.
No.
I'd highly doubt that.
What a career arc that would be.
That
Go
would,
from
yeah.
a centre back almost leaving City to being their like number 8.
Like
Yeah.
curling one in top right corner.
No, he
Johnny-
would be able to do that though.
Yeah.
But it's just that's not
just
the
not-
point
it's
though,
just
isn't it?
not
They can all
like-
whip one top bins, but it's just the actually operating in that system and
Yeah. It's
Well,
just,
the
scoring
gap
goals.
they need to fill is slightly further up because Stones still plays alongside that Rodri role,
Yeah.
and then Gundo and KDB were the ones there.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is it was initially rumoured Bernardo Silva would move to Barcelona, right?
No, he's now
And then
going Saudi.
Exactly,
apparently.
and now they've just sent Gundo off to Bar.
oh god, yeah, they're letting
Who are they actually going to get, and where is he?
Show yourself.
Julian Alvarez.
What?
They've already got that guy.
He'll just play the Bernardo Silva role.
No, but he's going to be he'll be playing anyway. I think.
He
They'll need to-
can't come and drop in like some
he can do whatever he wants. to do
I've
for this
heard-
boy.
No,
I've
Julian's
heard
class.
it's rumoured to be Phil Foden.
Yeah, that was right,
I mean,
Filling in.
he
Well, we
played
saw-
a bit of a bit part last
In the Champions League
season, so-
final, we saw a glimpse of what City could look like when they brought KDB off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Foden came in and he did a stellar job.
That-
I think.
Foden's
Foden's definitely got
rumour.
the qualities to do that.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause
we're
he-
talking about this.
he does it off the ball as
just
well.
because Foden's had like a quiet year this year, and I know he's had injuries and that. But last year, we were saying this kid's going to win the Ballon d'Or in like 2 years.
Well, you say that the first half of the season he was very good. Like
Yeah.
hat-trick,
This is still
Manchester
Phil
derby.
Foden when they talk about. Like he's one of the best
he's
young
unreal.
talents in the world.
Yeah, he's
unreal.
brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think he's the 8 replacement. No?
Yeah, I think that could work.
just with a bit more finesse.
Yeah.
A bit less like industrious.
So
but-
who does City sign then?
no,
maybe
they'll still sign.
someone.
people,
I don't know.
obviously.
Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if Caicedo.
But also, you got to remember that Calvin Phillips was bought for a serious amount of money.
Yeah,
But obviously,
but-
Pep sees enough in him to.
Yeah.
The thing is,
give
though,
some
that,
responsibility
that for
to
them is
these
still
people.
value because it's like they need squad players and like money doesn't really make a difference. So like 50 mil for a good squad player who's like class at Leeds was fine.
But it'll be a second season, and we see what happens under.
Yeah, he might play a little bit more, but he's still like, unless Rodri gets injured, like Rodri's
Oh, you think he's just going to
totally elite.
be Rodri's replacement rather than?
Because I actually think almost Rodri has more to his game than Calvin.
Yeah.
in terms
Yeah,
of
yeah, of
going
course.
forward and stuff. So like,
Definitely.
it'll be more likely that Rodri pushes a bit forward. Like Calvin is a defensive mid.